Hello everyone, this is LuffyNoTomo and I'm going to show you the inside of my closet because on the last room tour I didn't get to, and I have things in my closet, under my bed, in the garage, and I've got stuff up here which I believe is cosplay slash that box I think has Xena and Hercules items in it, which I am playing Xena and Hercules in the background, the first musical, Bittersweet. And before I get into detail on these, what I'm going to show you is all of this stuff because as you can see I got tons of books out. I'm organizing them because some of these series are complete. I'm trying to rechange them up, like Soul Eater's complete and Bachman's complete, and so I'm trying to make room for new ones. So I was looking through my purple drawer, I pulled out stuff, and it turns out, I don't know if you can see from here, but they're slightly bent, so I've been trying to fix them by putting the books on top because they didn't get stacked like this or like that when they were inside these flimsy drawers, and because I had stacked them like this and they fell, like, they went like that, so they ended up bending, and so I have to fix them, and so I was trying to unbend them. So just to let you know, you gotta be careful when you stick them in flimsy areas because if they're bent for a very long time, they will eventually stay bent and it's hard to fix them. And since I love like Morinaga Ai, she's one of my favorite manga cause, and here's Kirara no Hoshi, this is her latest work, so I like these series. It's not like I don't like these series. So I thought I was keeping them safe enough and close by where I could just easily have access to them, but it turns out that's not the case, so I'll have to figure out something and switch around. So that's why I opened up the closet, because I was thinking even though the closet is out of sight, out of mind, if they fall like this, they'll still be fine because they've got a strong base. So, I'll have to figure something out. But I wanted to show you, since, like I said, in the room tour I didn't get to do so, and this is one of the areas that I didn't show you yet. This box is a fairly decent sized box, and it's got a bunch of miscellaneous items such as keychains, holders, straps, clear files, shitajikis, stickers. It's got a bunch of random stuff. Maybe I'll open it up later, but not right now. This box has all of the Morinaga Ai works that I've collected. She's one of my favorite manga cause, so I have got a lot of her works. Then I also have works from the creator of Game Rush, NG Life, and the latest work that she's done is Akatsuki no Yona. So I have some of her works in there, and I really like that manga cause as well. But mainly I think that's all Morinaga Ai stuff. And then here, as you can sort of see, I don't have much room for English books anymore. I tend to keep my Japanese ones out, and I put all the English ones away. So there's some in the closet here, there's some under my bed, and a lot of them are out in the garage. The ones I kept handy nearby, Mad Love Chase, completed 1 through 5 in English and in Japanese. Saint Tail, complete in English and Japanese. Fujoshi Rumi, sadly only 1 through 3 came out in English, but I have the rest in Japanese. Same thing with Mystical Prince. That one's really old, but that one only came out volume 1 in English, but it's 1 through 2 series, so I've got the 1 through 2 in Japanese. These right here are BL or yaoi, like one-shot kind of things, and I thought they were alright, but they weren't really worth enough to go out with all the other ones that I had, and since I don't have that much space, I decided to keep them in here. Kojima Naduki's Our Kingdom in English, and I think it sort of got cut off. I don't think she actually finished it. It seems like it should continue on, but then she never did. And I never backtracked and got the Japanese, but, that might have been a good idea, but they're really hard to find, and I thought, I didn't want to, repay, and so it was kind of difficult, but I have all of her Japanese ones now. I constantly collect them as they come out, because she's one of my favorite BL/yaoi manga cause. So, maybe I might try to see if I can get it, but I doubt it. I don't think you can probably find them anymore. But I'm fine with, the English, because it's all in kanji anyways. And this one wasn't bad too. It is from Wasabi Meguro. and it's called Necratoholic. It's kind of a hard name to pronounce, but it actually wasn't bad. And I also had the opportunity to get this in Japanese as well, but I chose not to rebuy. Some things I have doubles of and some things I don't. These I just decided not to rebuy. And as for this large box here, let me see if I can try to get it out. It's kind of heavy, so I'm gonna make it so that you can see it easily. Back it up. Push. Oh, sorry, it's heavy. This box contains series that have either ended or the same mangaka, like these two are by the same person, these two are by the same person, and these are either series that are complete or that I don't really have any interest anymore. This one right here is Kurobara Alice and Sturen Chokritia, and she's also made After School Nightmare, so you might recognize the artwork from that because she is kind of known. And you might recognize the Shitsurin Chokritia because it is now a drama series. Sadly, however, I find the manga to be slightly boring, so I haven't really finished reading all of it, and I still collect it because, you know, it's hard to buy back if you don't buy it at the time when it's released. So I kind of thought that was slow. I don't mind the drama. I think the drama is accurate to the manga, but since I find the manga slow, I also found the drama slow. And I like the actors, but I don't think the actors played the right parts in my opinion. I think better actors may would have been suited better. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Anyways, Kurobara Alice, I believe it's just on pause. I'm not sure because I think it should continue, but I haven't seen any more. This is Yure Apartment Kanrunin, and it's not that bad. You've probably seen this on my Unknown Yet Wonderful area on the DeviantArt. So, not bad. And a cute little series there. This is Princess Comics Release, Princess Comics Release. This is also by the same mangaka, and she also did something called like Butterfly something, Chocho, I can't remember, but you might recognize because that's more of the other style there. So, I don't know, it looks cute. I still have to finish reading this one. And then there's Boku no Kanojo to XXX, Morinagai, special, sort of, I think, last edition for that. Then this is C plus Sword and Cornet. I never finished reading it, but it's 8 complete, and I think they started doing something a little bit online. But, I don't know, I like it, and I'll get to these eventually, but I'm really behind on reading a lot of this stuff. And then here, as you can see, I have Bachman, and that's finished now at 20. I believe I've only read 1 through 4, but I like it because it deals with mangakans and how you know, go through it, and, you know, it's interesting enough. Tablet Gate is also by Princess Comics. You probably don't recognize Princess Comics stuff as much because they're not really that known. They don't really come out as being something that you see often and, you know, figure out what it is, and it's not well known like the magazines that do, you know, Hanato Yumi, you know, Shonen Jump, all that other kind of ones. So this one is called Tablet Gate, and Tablet Gate deals with tarot cards, and the tarot cards are actually alive, like people, so it's kind of cool. And the artwork is neat. I still have to continue reading. I honestly don't think I've read more than a little bit of volume 1, but I still collect it, and it's ongoing. I'm surprised it's this long to begin with, but the artwork is neat. Storyline has some interest, so, and if it's going on this long, then, you know, there's got to be something to it where people are interested in it. So, I gotta read that, and then I'll do reviews and stuff. And what I also wanted to show, because I have more DVDs, I am a big lover of entertainment, and if I like the entertainment enough, I will buy it, and, you know, when I get it. So back in the days, it used to be all VHS, and I used to record VHSs off the TV if I wanted to get it, or I'd buy the VHSs. Now, I've switched things to my DVDs, as you can see before in the other one where I have all right here. And actually, I did buy Sherlock seasons 1 through 3, the UK box set. So that's the only new one. Doctor Who UK, Pirates in English, then Pirates 1 in English Japanese, Nightmare Before Christmas in Japanese English, My Babysitter's Vampire Season 1, 2 I've watched as well on the TV, and 3 has been put on hold. Supernatural, up to date. Merlin UK box sets still have to finish. So those are the ones that you saw in the previous video. These are some of the stuff that I have, and I have more actually in the garage. It's just that there's no room, and they're all VHSs, so you can't really, use VHS much anymore these days. So this is sort of the so-so okay ones, moving up to getting a little bit better into series that I've liked, and then the classic movies, and miniseries and TV series. So I'm going to start off with showing you the VHSs that I have, because I can't find these on DVD yet. And the only thing, I don't know, Rising Sun was some action-adventure thing. Rush Hour 2, I could probably still get, but I have no interest in that. The thing that I really have an interest for is Kick. Kick is an Australian movie that was all made in Australia in 1999, and it came over here and aired briefly. I don't know if it still airs, but it was really good. It's about this guy who's a rugby player, but he also dances. So he has to go between the two worlds and figure out what he wants more. And, there's a girl on the dancing side, and, it was just really good. I like the music, too. The music was great. I've seen, I think they may have made a DVD, but I might have missed out on getting it because I can't really find it anymore. So if anybody knows where they can get official DVD of that, I'd love to know. On this one, Jewel of the Nile, but I have Jewel of the Nile over there. Moulin Rouge is famous enough where I can still buy on DVD, but since we already know that it has a sad ending to begin with, because we know what happens, I decided not to, and I like just the music for that. I know I spelled this wrong, but I was in a hurry when I wrote it. This is Love Bites, the Reluctant Vampire, and it stars Adam Ant, and it's a great comedy romance series that I'd love to buy the official DVD. I've seen a ripped DVD of it, but I would really like to get it officially if possible. Love Bites is about a vampire who wakes up in modern day, and he falls in love with the girl who he's staying with at his crypt that had his coffin was in. And, she ends up, they try to, unvamp him, and then they realize that he was better as a vampire, so then, it was all this cute little comedy. Yeah, I would really like it if I could find that, but I think it still plays on Halloween every now and then. Same thing with Kick, it might play. Anyways, moving on. These are some of the just okay so-so ones. This is One Fine Day with Michelle Pfeiffer and George Clooney. I was a big George Clooney fan back then. I don't know, I think I might have the Oh Brother We're Out Thou or something like that too. I can't remember, but this one is Serendipity that stars John Cusack. It's romantic comedy. Money Talk stars Charlie Sheen, and I'm sure there's a couple other famous people. I just can't remember everybody's names. That's a action comedy. Grosse Point Blank stars John Cusack, Dan Aykroyd, and Minnie Driver, an action comedy. The Legend of Zorro and Mask of Zorro stars Antonio Banderas, and I think that's Anthony Hopkins. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it kind of looks like him. So I'm just taking a wild guess at that. The Mask of Zorro is funny because I accidentally bought, I don't like the sequel, I like the original, but I bought the sequel by accident, and so I had to go back and buy the original, and since I already opened it, and they don't, I guess they don't take returns once you open it from the plastic, so I had to keep it. So I was like, eh, whatever. Mummy stars Brendan Fraser and a couple of other famous people, but I only liked the original Mummy. I used to watch it over and over again. I did not like the sequel, so I just bought the original. Disney's live-action Three Musketeers stars Tim Curry, and I believe also the Eighth Doctor from Doctor Who stars a little bit in it, has a role. And there's some other famous people, but Tim Curry is the one that stands out most to me. And then there's the Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know the actors too well, but I love the series because I thought that it was better than the book. I heard the book was darker, and I don't like not happy endings, and I heard that the movie lightened it up and made it a happy ending. So I actually really like that they did that. So I'm really glad about that one. This is Jewel of the Nile and Romancing the Stone. The first one, the second one. This stars Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. And it's a romantic comedy series with some action. The Worst Witch also stars Tim Curry. And a fun fact, Tim Curry is the voice of the sorcerer in ninth grade ninja Randy Cunningham. So that's kind of cool. And this is about a worst witch, a girl who's bad at what she does, and then she ends up, through courage and bravery, and hard work, she stands up and saves the school, and gets rewarded for her hard work. So it was a really cute one. Just One of the Guys. That is another. These are getting into the 80s. That's another 80s classic. It's so funny. She is supposed to be a beautiful girl with brains, and she wants to be known for her brains, not her beauty. So when she makes an article for the newspaper and she doesn't get it published, she was wondering, why, and she thought, oh, maybe it was because she's just a cute girl. So she decides to cut her hair, dress like a guy, go to a different school, and try to submit it under the article for the newspaper competition as a guy, and she still doesn't get it published because they still say it's not very good. And so she can't fathom what's going on, and she realizes that she'll have to try again. And I think she starts to create an article about herself as being a guy, and what it's like or something. And then she'll try later, and it's so funny because she falls in love with one of the guys who thinks that she's a guy. And it was a great 80s movie. I'm glad it came to DVD. Princess Bride stars Carrie Ells, Andre the Giant, and a bunch of other famous people. That story I don't need to go into because it's so well known. Mannequin 2, Teen Wolf 2. I can't believe they only come with the double packs. Not that it matters because it's cheap enough anyways, but I don't have any interest in the sequels. Mannequin stars Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall is an Egyptian girl who just wants a better life and a fun life and, more of her own life, rather than what her mother has planned. And so she prays to the gods to get out of it. And the gods listen to her prayers, and they transfer her from place to place until she's supposed to find true love. But the issue that she has, I don't know if it's a curse or what, but she's only I don't know if back in the other, because they don't show the other parts, they only show the modern day one. But in the modern day, she's a mannequin. So Andrew McCarthy had built her as a mannequin, and then he sort of fell in love with her, and she fell in love with him, and so she can only come to life in front of his presence, and it's all about them falling in love, and true love will break the curse, and then she's supposed to be a real human, permanently again. So it's a great romantic comedy. Teen Wolf stars Michael J. Fox. This was the original movie. I know there's the series, but the series is not good in my opinion because they changed it way too much, and it's too dark, and it's just not for me. I loved the comedy about this. The comedy was that it's about, him figuring out what to do with his wolf side because he was, born a werewolf. So it's he's just got to figure out what to deal with, and he, takes it as his own and makes it his own. And it was a great comedy, and it's all about him, realizing who he is and how he wants to deal with the wolf. So I really like this one. Next is My Best Friend's a Vampire that stars Robert Sean Lanoid. He also did Much Ado About Nothing, and that other one, the darker movie, I can't remember what it is, but if you look up Robert Sean Lanoid, you'll know what I'm talking about. My Best Friend's a Vampire went great with Teen Wolf. It was a nice sort of hand-in-hand movie, werewolves and vampires. Greatest comedy vampire movie in my opinion. My Best Friend's a Vampire has two average guys who are best friends. One of them ends up, Jeremy Capello, ends up going to a lady's house that happens to be a vampire. She seduces him and bites him, turns him into a vampire. But they're living vampires. They don't really eat and drink human blood or anything like that. They actually just are living during the day. The daylight just sort of slightly affects them. And they just have an interest in pig's blood. So they are just like anybody else. they just are, I guess, immortal, and they don't really, I don't know, it was just a really fun sort of comedy series there. And I really wish, I don't know, it'd kind of be interesting if they did make a TV series. But I love this movie, and it's funny because it says Lost Collection, because it is kind of an old one. And I like the music to it too. And the Hunter guy, I think, was famous too. I just can't remember his name. Anyways, moving on. I got a little distracted by how much I remembered liking these. Anyways, Mel Brooks, Robin and Men in Tights, Carrie Ells yet again. I like Carrie Ells, and I like the comedy in this, and the music was great. Tokyo Raiders, I believe it is a Chinese original. See, I thought when it said Tokyo, because I only saw the dubbed on TV, which I thought was funny. So when I found it to buy, I thought it was originally going to be Japanese once I started to learn Japanese. But it turns out it's originally Chinese, which is fine. And it's still funny and cute little adventure series. The 10th Kingdom is a 8-hour miniseries, I believe. It might have been longer, but I think it's 8 hours. I think they cut it down. And it's about magical sort of, fairy tales and stuff like that. And it's got a lot of famous people in it as well. I'll go into detail later on everything. Pushing Daisies. I loved this series. I thought it was great. I can't believe they had to cut it short on season 2, and they sort of wrapped it up suddenly because I guess it wasn't popular enough. So that's kind of sad. So I really liked it. Psych, I loved 1 through 6 seasons. I thought that was great. Season 7 and 8 is their last one. I think they kind of just went a little downhill from there. So I don't think I'll buy 7 and 8, but I saw it on the, TV and stuff. Not bad, but I don't love it. And Carrie Ells, I didn't realize that was him that came in every now and then as Despero. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, I think that's everything, and so this is just a quick little look of my closet. I still haven't shown you everything. I have my garage and under my bed, and I have to still go in all detail of everything else that I have in general, and maybe do like individual reviews. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope this isn't too long, but it'll hit probably like the 23-minute mark. So once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and look forward to more individual reviews in the future. Thank you.